Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. So today we will be talking about Tammy Rivera and Waka Flocka Flame, and as you know, they are on this season of Marriage Bootcamp, reality stars, but the Hip-Hop Edition. And I'm really excited to be talking about them in this video because I really learned more in depth about how they met, why Tammy stayed with Waka, and about Waka's previous relationships and how that helped shape Tammy to be Waka's wife. Now, I haven't talked too much about Waka and Tammy and their appearance on the show this season, and to be honest with you, it hadn't made sense why they were on the show, so I really had to go digging. So I'll be talking about episodes 4 and 5 today, by the way, but first, let's backtrack. Tammy told Dish Nation they were on Marriage Bootcamp to get an outside opinion about their marriage.
For me, it was more so like, okay, let's get an outside opinion. I've always wanted to try counseling, even though we had our issues in the past and we worked through it and we know we're still here. I was just like, it's just good to get another insight. And then the opportunity came up with Marriage Bootcamp, and I told him about it, and he's like, no. And I was like, really? So then we actually talked about it, and we were like, oh, let's do it. It'll be fun. And then we got in there, and it was real. No cell phones, no TV for 17 days. Outside looking in, somebody can tell us something about ourselves that we might not know.
Exactly.
You know?
I think a lot of us believe Tammy and Waka's storyline would be them addressing Waka's infidelity, also about their temporary split back in 2016. And then the biggest question, if not the most important one, is why did she stay with him after he put her through so much? I agree with Tammy 100%. Marriage is work, and sometimes it's so hard to see the purpose in your relationship when you're going through so much. Sometimes it can take years to overcome stuff, and when you have a public relationship, it's even harder to overcome some of your battles because everyone is judging and questioning your every decision. And so I could not imagine what Tammy must have felt being at the early stages of her relationship with Waka and being in the public eyes, facing public criticism every time her husband's name is in the news about his infidelity. It was like Tammy got a little bit of revelation about being divinely connected with Waka. And in the beginning, it's amazing to hear that, to know that you made a genuine connection with a person and you're dating with purpose. But even though Waka told Tammy in the beginning, you are my wife, Tammy tells us she had to prepare herself spiritually for the journey that was ahead.
I went through a spiritual warfare with him, seriously.
Throughout the relationship?
Yes. Like, no, I was just serious. And I don't talk about that, but I really did. Like, I had to battle. I was sent to him to fight for him.
How do you feel about
Shit, I believe it. I couldn't even sleep before I met Tammy.
What do you mean?
I couldn't sleep. Like literally, I couldn't
was
sleep.
at night.
Before she came around?
Yeah, couldn't sleep at all.
Like I used to, when I was with him, I was like, what?
Like
do
I
you
rarely
think
sleep
about?
on. Like I barely could sleep now.
But back then, I think he was battling so many like.
Nah, it was a lot of
so
shit,
much
like,
shit
yeah.
that he had going on, and he been through a lot, and I think a lot of that stuff used to bother him. Like
I just hold it in though. You know, with me personally, like me and Tammy, I'm gonna tell you something. What really got it though, I finally could talk to somebody. Like the person I could talk, the people I could talk to. One of them went to jail. He's facing like 89 years, and the other one died. His name was Dump. And then that's when I was like, I gotta give my wife a chance. Like, you know, because I was so homeboyed out. It was bros for hoes, homies were like, we just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when your wife get there, it's like, I'm just spilling to her. But she's not like using it against me. She actually like teaching me how to fight it.
Right.
And like go against it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not let it overcome you. And that's what made me love Tammy. Like she actually became a friend in that aspect. Like I got personal with her. And she's like a mentor too, so I fuck with that.
So it's also very
Well, I
important
love
for you guys to
that,
be best
yeah.
friends, like in a relationship.
oh yeah, definitely.
So my thing is, even though Waka saw Tammy being his wife, his territory came with a lot of hurdles and trials that Tammy never encountered at that level. They both had to learn how to allow their worlds to collide with one another and build their foundation from there. Waka explains to Black Hollywood how Tammy was so different than the other girls he had been with before. He also talks about how he grew up and how this had an impact on his relationship with girls, but how Tammy was different.
He saw what he wanted, and he knew he wasn't ready for it.
Nah, I knew I wasn't ready.
But
Why weren't you ready for it?
I just became famous.
Yeah, he knew he wasn't ready. And I kept
literally.
telling him, I'm like, you know, this is not what you're ready for. Like, no.
Yeah, but I knew, like, I'm like, yo, if I keep going this way, bro, I'm gonna get smoked, die, have kids I don't want.
Now you're going through that while you're dating her.
Nah, I'm talking before it. Like, it's like, if she goes stay with me and detox a nigga and teach me what life is, I don't know what life is. I come from criminals. I come from people that don't vote. We don't give a fuck who the president. We don't care who's this. We don't care. Like, the media, I never even watched the news until I got famous. What am I watching the news for? Unless somebody on there, they talking about us. They saying, yo, somebody got killed in your neighborhood. Other than that, I didn't know what the real world did. I was a criminal. I never thought I'd be like this for one girl. Right. Like, yo, you girl so beautiful and this. I'm like, yo, I think that love got us looking like this. I'm telling you, I never thought like one girl was possible. Because it's just the attitude. Like, when a girl catch an attitude, I can't stand that shit. I'm telling you, I can't deal with it, bro. I can't deal with the period. I couldn't deal with it. I'm dead serious. Like, I just couldn't deal with it. But then, bro, that love, it make you deal with the most strangest things, bro. True. You know what I'm saying? Like, even other walks of life and how other people act. Like, she bought stuff that I did not agree to. But then she opened me up to it. Like, yo, how you know these people wasn't like this or that? I'm like, wow. Okay, you smart. She like the first woman that took my heart. Like, boy, she took it. She showed me I got love, bro. I really ain't even, bro, I was just so dark, bro. I used to just wake up with an attitude like, man, these nigga playing, man. Nigga only gave me $1 million, bro. She gave me $5 million, bro. Like, what you mean he only gave you a M? Like, you see what I'm saying? So that right there, she helped me learn that. I'm not trying to say sex is not everything, but that was amazing. But it even wasn't that. What's one pair of shoes when you could always get 10 pair of shoes every day? You see what I'm saying? I learned that sex ain't even good if I ain't got feelings for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a couple of minutes and it's over. You don't even know how it feels the next hour, literally. You could sometimes glance at the feeling, but when you love her, it's just like, damn, I can have foreplay and just, boy, be straight. You know what I mean? And that's what that was. Like, she showed me what that was. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you, to know a person, you got to be with them every day. Not see them 2 times a week, 1 time a month. No, bro, every day. And that's what made me be with Tammy, bro. With Tammy, after 3 weeks, bro, I've been with her every day of my life. After 3 weeks, bro. That's the quickest girl I ever been, like, ever. I used to be hard to get because there's so many of them. I'm like, oh, I can make you wait 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Just kick it. I was pro, but it was like a real game. But that was childish as hell.
As you can see, Waka has a lot of love for Tammy. It's so deep that I can hardly explain it. Everything they have been through has made them stronger. Their love is genuine, it's real, and their foundation is solid. They have been through so much, and I can't stress that enough because people are so quick to give up on relationship these days. People who have been together for 20 or 30 years plus didn't just get there by chance. On the outside, it looks easy, but if I take off a layer or two and let you in about what really goes down and how much we have had to work to get to where we're at today, you will question me too. But every relationship is different, and that's why we can't be too quick to judge or sound off a careless opinion because you just never know unless it's your turn one day. I do feel like Waka and Tammy have let us into their lives over the years. They have showed us the really easy stuff and the really hard stuff. And to answer your question once and for all, why they were on this season of Marriage Boot Camp, here it is.
I don't think Waka really knew
the magnitude
of it as well because I'm like, we never really talked about like after he watched it back, like the separation, everybody know it played part on television, and it was like one of the saddest moments of everyone's life.
That was a turnaround. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah,
that right there, I was like, damn, I went too far.
Yeah, and when he watched it back, like when he actually watched it back, he was just disgusted.
Yeah, I was fucked. I never watched it. Even like loving hip hop, it wasn't about loving hip hop. Like before we got on, I'm not trying to act like nothing, but I just wanted to show. Why just answer every question y'all did. The reason for me getting on loving hip hop was A, my wife, and B, show people how powerful we are, and a show that y'all took for a joke. It's serious right now. You got Cardi B's, you got everybody, but hey, Waka and Tammy cranked that motherfucker up and didn't make it a joke. Watch Marriage Bootcamp ain't gonna be a joke. Mark
So
my words.
Let's talk
That's how much
about
power
it.
we
What
got.
made you guys
That's how much power we got.
want to be a part of Marriage Bootcamp?
Because
Had you seen it before?
We want people to don't be afraid of every aspect of their life. So we'll gamble ours. I know we strong. It ain't no TV show that's finna break this. This shit real. I want people to really be in love. Don't be in love for clout or for money or for a look.
You know what's so crazy though? Even with the Marriage Bootcamp thing, we never thought about it. Like, you know, more people like, we have to really sit down and talk about this.
Hell
like,
no.
it's a big. We were just like, oh, come on, that's
I
what
know
it
she
is.
ain't
What it
breaking.
is.
Tell y'all like, yo, let's tell y'all the question for what.
But
We
I
know,
tell you,
like,
people when we
figure it
got
out.
asked this, we did all interviews all day, and people asked us this, kept asking us this all day. Were you afraid of that breaking your relationship?
Yeah.
Or why? When you have been through real shit, and I'm talking about not no TV shit. I'm not even talking about together, but even growing up as kids, we both been through some crazy fucked up shit, and together we've been through fucked up shit. So what? That is a walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we in
not
ugly
saying
world.
it.
We came from an ugly world.
Yeah,
Just
we
making it
come from
beautiful.
like super humble beginnings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the
I
day,
feel
it's
like
like,
gonna
Giving
lie to
up,
you
they
guys,
giving
I
up.
had a-
They're not fighting all the way. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you gotta fight.
I think I don't even think that they're fighting.
that
I
shit.
think that the reason that they're not is because we are so worried about what everybody else thinks, and the people that you don't even fucking know, people that are behind their computers and behind their phones, telling you what you need to do and who you need to leave and how your man ain't shit and how your girl ain't shit. Like, that is why. Besides the issues that he's had publicly that everybody know about in the past, which were major issues, you know, I'm not gonna belittle them. There is nothing. When I did my list of pros and cons, the one thing that he had that was a problem was he got caught cheating. You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying that was a small thing or something to just like, oh no, that's not nothing. But there are people that get beat on. There's women who don't baby daddies ain't shit, niggas ain't. It's a lot of stuff that people be doing.
This is what I learned from everything. My advice to any couple: it's mold yourself before the world show y'all who y'all are.
Who you are. Tell you who you are.
Or tell
Preach,
you
brother.
They will definitely
like,
tell you.
let the world
I
know
agree
who
with
y'all is until they mold you. Like, yo, you this,
You're
nah, you
this.
that. You.
Yeah, I agree
No,
with
I
that.
still deal with if I post something, like someone was like, yo, I really look up to your couple. You guys are power couple. I have someone comment on there, he cheated. He was a serial cheater. I still deal with that to this day. Girl, so I mean,
pussy's
She's
a serial
mad 'cause
cheater.
somebody cheated on her.
You
I
even
can't-
clap back to that?
Yo,
I mean, I'm so
Good.
over it at this
Thank
point.
you.
Like, the whole
Thank
cheating
you.
stuff is like, okay, girl, I told y'all that. If I didn't tell y'all that, you would still think that we were the perfect couple. You feel what I'm saying? I told you guys. I allowed that into my life.
I agreed.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
go out. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it.
no,
I
but
can like, nah, fuck it, let's break up. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
it is what it
feel you.
is. We're normal things. We're normal people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not. We go through the same thing that everybody else go through. It's just our shit. It's an open book. You know.
Well,
All right, guys, let's get the conversation started by you leaving some comments in the comment section of this video. I have to say before I go that I really, really enjoyed doing my research and learning so much about Tammy and Waka. At the very start of this video, my thoughts and opinion was very negative, and I really didn't want to put out that energy in this video. So I really had to do my research, and the more research I did, it was the more positive things that just kept going. So I'm so happy that I'm able to share this positiveness out here in the world, because I am team marriage all the way. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.